Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, guests, delegates, exhibitors, visitors, commentators, critics and analysts. We have a full house of people with us today for LEAP. As the introduction hopefully made clear, I have been living around the technology world for, well, probably 35 years now in different lives. I've had the privilege of working in the cable television business, in the media business. I served as a regulator in the United Kingdom when we created Ofcom, which was the world's first integrated technology and content regulator. I then tried to do a very pale version of writing a digital plan for the future of the United Kingdom back in 2007, the digital economy paper over 15 years ago. For the last decade, I've been the chief executive of Informa, but prior to then, I worked as a vendor for a company called Alcatel-Lucent, which actually brought me to the kingdom on a number of occasions. So I've seen this industry over many years from a number of different vantage points. And it's been a lifelong lesson in humility. Humility about the speed of the possibility of change. There have been many steps that I have had the good fortune to see as the technology industry has unleashed its capabilities on our daily lives. And it was that power, the power to transform, that was really behind the vision that led us to a partnership with the Ministry of Communications and Technology here in the Kingdom, and also with the Saudi Federation for Cybersecurity. And I would like to pay a personal and professional tribute to the Minister for Communications, who has been a driving force behind this program that we are all experiencing today and tomorrow, and our partner Faisal at the Federation for Cybersecurity. To create these events is not the work of a moment. I was at the first Mobile World Congress many, many years ago. Broadband World Forum, Africa.com, Web Summit. There are many examples around the world in our portfolio and elsewhere where the technology industry, the community, comes together normally, because somebody somewhere has the vision to see that change will be accelerated by that moment of gathering together. LEAP will be the world's largest ever debut tech event. And the underpinning reasons for that are many. First, the 2030 vision. Secondly, the powerful sponsor and support from the ministry and the federation. Thirdly, the support from industry. Fourthly, the market is ripe for a further stage of change. Fifthly, the pace of transformation in a country the size of Saudi Arabia is unrecognizable. And then sixthly, and importantly, as we've heard this morning, because of the urgency, the fierce urgency of climate change and the requirement for all industries to reinvent themselves through automation, efficiency, and in particular, energy efficiency. We believe this will be an outstanding success over the next 2 or 3 days, a showcase for the kingdom, a showcase for the industry, and a showcase for next generation technologies. Saudi is already a hub for technology in the G20, and it's home to many innovations, both network innovations, application innovations, and ambition innovations. There is also the massive advantage of youth, the powering drive of the next generation, as the last panel made very clear. For those of us who sadly are not of the next generation, but maybe are of the current generation, our obligation, our requirement, both to them and to ourselves and to history, is to ensure that we do not stand in the way of that progress, however challenging it may be. I'm fond of saying that life genuinely can only really be understood backwards, but you have to live life looking forwards. If you look backwards over the last 30 years, technology, both consumer technology and enterprise technology, has been a powerful force for good. Connectivity has been a powerful force for good. Applications in education, in healthcare, in entertainment, in media have been a powerful force for democratization, for liberation, for transparency. We may feel uncomfortable at times with some of the transparency, but that transparency shines a light on things that require us to justify rather than merely to defend. Underpinning that connectivity is an enormous investment in research and development. And the research and development is often funded by countries, in particular countries, investing in building a technology infrastructure. We heard today from Finland. We know what is going on here in the kingdom. We see it in many other countries around the world. And that investment in core infrastructure, in backhaul, in fiber, in applications, in speed, in resilience, in cloud, in security, all of those things fund the research and development that we are seeing around this event here today. We have had over 90,000 people register to come here to share and learn. We've got more than 500 speakers bringing their wisdom in person. We've taken over the whole of this venue. We've built from scratch. It's been 2 years in the making, and we are delighted, absolutely delighted, that LEAP has arrived on the global map of world-leading technology events. It is allowing the world to see the pace of change and ambition that you feel here in Riyadh, and it is underpinning the fact that Saudi is not just a regional hub, but a global hub for innovation. These events also require support from our sponsors, SDC, the leading digital operator in the kingdom, Ericsson, who we heard from with some very inspiring words from their chief executive earlier today, and our strategic sponsors, Mobily, who joined the panel, Huawei, Cisco, SAP, and Aramco. We have many other valued partners, and partnership is the thought that I would leave us all with. The metaverse is coming. The digital economy in many ways is already here, living in 2 dimensions, 3 dimensions, bringing to life the ability to work virtually as if you were there physically. But if you do take the time to come in person, if you do take the time to travel, if you do take the time to engage in the fullest expression of 3 dimensions by being here physically, please try to be as present as you can be. Enjoy everything that LEAP has to offer. And I hope it enables all of us to leap forward into the next 5 to 10 years of technology advancement. With thanks again, I hope you enjoy it, and we appreciate your support. Thank you very much.